a year. Toilets were nothing more than a wooden seat above a backyard drain. Waste flowed into a cesspool, an underground brick-lined pit. Often, this waste would seep into the soil and pollute the well water, which was also used for drinking. Outside, garbage piled high along sidewalks. Roads grew slick with muck from the urine and manure left by thousands of working horses. Skies greyed with smog from factory smokestacks. Manufacturing and mining jobs were plentiful, but they were also dangerous. Workers breathed toxic air day after day. Fingers, hands, arms, and legs were easily mangled in machinery accidents. With so many ways for people to become ill or injured, hospitals were overloaded. Doctors had hundreds of patients to see each day. Men, women, and children, their grimy boots and long dresses dragging in the dirt off the streets, waited for hours before they received any attention. Hazardous hospitals. In the 1600s and 1700s, hospitals were built mainly to treat the poor. When great outbreaks of disease occurred, hospitals filled up quickly. Many patients had to share beds. Those who could afford it would pay a doctor to come to their home instead. In the early 1800s, mortality rates for operations were up to 5 times lower when treatment took place at home. You were much more likely to survive a surgery on your dining room table than at your local hospital. To make matters worse, doctors didn't yet understand how diseases spread from one person to the next. They knew very little about the way the human body worked. No treatment existed for contagious infections such as smallpox, cholera, and pneumonia. Most treatments were a mixture of herbs and superstition. These potions and pills did little to cure people of their symptoms. In fact, many treatments did more harm than good. Start the bleeding. Until the mid-1800s, it didn't matter if you had a fever, sore throat, cough, allergies, headache, stomachache, pneumonia, seizures, or smallpox. Most doctors would try one treatment before any other: bloodletting. Doctors believed that illnesses were caused by bad blood or too much blood in the body. The most popular remedy was to cut a patient's vein and allow the blood to fill a bowl. This bleeding did little to heal the patient and could be deadly if too much blood was taken or if the incision became infected. Without a solid understanding of disease, this harsh treatment was in place for more than 2,000 years. A doctor would schedule a surgery only for the most urgent cases. With no drugs to block pain, operations took place while patients were wide awake. Screams of terror filled hospital halls. Dirty bandages covered oozing incisions. Doctors washed their hands after a procedure, not before. If a person was lucky enough to survive surgery, she'd likely die from an infection in the recovery ward. For these reasons, hospitals were commonly referred to as houses of death. Who could rid hospitals of this filth and fear? Chapter 2. The Boy and the Bones. Joseph Lister slipped out the back door. He ran until he reached the wooded area behind his country home. Birds chirped, insects hummed, and Joseph searched for treasures. Born into a large Quaker family in a village about 10 miles east of London, Joseph was one of 7 children. Being Quaker meant his family lived a simple and peaceful life. They did not play sports or go hunting. They did not listen to music or take trips to the theatre. Joseph enjoyed drawing and painting. His home was filled with books, and there was plenty of time for reading. His house even had a mini museum, a small room of shelves and cabinets that displayed fossils, leaves, rocks, and insects. Would Joseph find something today to add to his family's collection? Joseph's father was also curious about nature and science. He had left school at age 14 to learn the trade of wine merchant, but had developed a